Welcome to another episode of Roll Up a Poet. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. All right, so look, for this one, I'm going to tell y'all about my cousin. My blood cousin pulled a gun on me because I wasn't nothing like him no more. Sad story. All right, so this how it go. Now, with my cousin, I told y'all I'm from two hoods. In Detroit, most of us grow up like that. Most of us grow up in two different neighborhoods. Well, I was one of them that grew up in two different neighborhoods. So, with it being we grow up in two different neighborhoods, how we go is usually the first neighborhood is our parents' neighborhood where they came from. And then by the time they start having kids, they'll move from the neighborhood they in to another neighborhood that might be a little better than the neighborhood that they came from. So they try and get a kid a little better environment than where they came from. But they don't necessarily have the funds to move out into the suburbs, so they just try and move to a better neighborhood in the same city. So that's how most guys from Detroit wind up being from two different hoods. All right? So that was the case in my situation. By the time my parents had me, they was ready to move from West Warren because they didn't want me growing up in that type of environment. Even though we still stayed in Detroit, we just stayed in a better neighborhood than what West Warren was. So when I came about, we moved to 7 Mile. At that time, 7 Mile was real clean. There wasn't a lot of, shit going on. It was cool. So my parents thought they found a house in the suburbs, even though it was still in the city. It was just in a cleaner area than where they used to. You know what I'm saying? So we moved to 7 Mile. Life was different. Everybody that know anything about 7 Mile, everybody says 7 Mile a rich ass neighborhood, clean, and that's where all of the ballers move to and all of that. That's why 7 Mile is a well-known neighborhood. Well, it ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Back then it was, but now it's like a free fall. You know what I'm saying? Well, when we moved on 7 Mile, basically our West Warren family looked at us like, oh, we uppity now because we don't live in the hood no more. Shit like that type of thing, right? So my cousin Bud from West Warren, he was one of the ones that was still trapped over there on West Warren after me and mine had left. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I used to come over there, frequently. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when my parents would go to work, they'd drop me off over there, and then when they come back from work, they'd come pick me up. Well, of course, there was people over there that didn't like that because they figured I was just there for a couple of hours, and they all left over there to deal, with the rest of the tragedy and not having shit while I go back to 7 Mile. You know what I'm saying? Well, time went on. This probably about 10 years after, all of that. So back then, that was when I was like 7, 8 years old, when they were seeing me coming back and forth from West Warren and 7 Mile. Well, now I'm 18, 19, you know what I'm saying? We grown as hell now. And I'm still coming over there showing love to my family. Like, I don't live over here with y'all no more, but I'm still coming through. Like, you know what I'm saying? We family, you feel me? I didn't look at them no different, none of that. Now, of course, I'm coming over there with the fly shit on and all of that. And they over there broke, don't got nothing, dusty clothes and everything. You know what I'm saying? Non-name brand shit, old toe-up shit, all of that, And I'm like the complete reverse of them. I smell good. I got on nice cologne. I'm looking good. I'm groomed. I got on nice clothing, everything. And they the complete opposite of that. So they look at me like I'm an outcast to them, even though they know me, you know what I'm saying? But that's how you be looked at when you not a part of that environment no more. Even though you came from it, but since you not in it no more, you ain't them no more. That's how they look at it. You know what I'm saying? They get jealous and they get envy of you. Well, I didn't know that this is what was brewing in the pot against me. But that's what was going on. So it's been a couple of times I seen a couple of red flags on my cousin. You know, if like we stand around kicking it or we walking down the street or something, you know, he be trying to crack little jokes on me like I'm some spoiled ass 7 Mile nigga. I don't gotta worry about shit and you know, all of that, you know. I dust the shit off like whatever, man, you know. So one day, we was on the block. We over there on West Warren in the hood. We on the block, we sitting on the porch, right? And some young guys, they came running from around the corner. Now, I didn't show y'all in my shorts, the West Warren neighborhood. If you look in the shorts, you will see that it's a lot of houses that's gone over there. Back then, at that time, most of them houses was still standing, but some of them wasn't. So it wasn't nothing for you to run across the field and you would be on this block and you'd be on the next block as soon as you cut across the field. You know what I'm saying? Because it was missing houses and shit like that. Well, that's what this little boy did. He cut across the field, ran right up on us. He like, look, bro, you know, them Duce niggas around the corner. Duce is 28th Street. West Warren and 28th Street was beefing hard back then. So you already know what that means. You know what I'm saying? So we all jumped off the porch. Mind you, I ain't even a part of they beef and shit. I'm just over there, you know. But this family, so I'm rolling with them. So we all shot back through the field to the next block where the boys said the Duce niggas was at. We get over there, they gone. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, we now walking back to the block. You know, it was about 5 of us, you know, and my cousin was with us. Well, the other guys like, oh shit, they called me Scooter, you know what I'm saying? So they like, oh shit, Scooter roll with us. He don't be on that 7 Mile shit like everybody think he is. He still roll with the hood, blah, 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 all of that, right? Well, Bud wasn't feeling it, you know what I'm saying? So while we cutting through the field, Bud get to making these little dissing jokes again, you know what I'm saying? So I cut into him. I'm like, dog, I don't know why you keep coming at me like that, nigga. I'm a hood nigga just like you, nigga. 7 Mile is still in the city. 7 Mile still is in the hood. 7 Mile just don't look like this shit. You know what I'm saying? After that, you know, I guess he felt, you know, defensive or whatnot. And he was like, nigga, you say anything else, I'm going to shoot your ass. I'm like, nigga, do it. I ain't think he was serious. You know, mind you, this my cousin. You know what I'm saying? Man, that nigga pulled that bitch off his hip. By that time, some of the other guys trying to stop him like, bro, chill out. We family. What is you on? But like, nah, fuck that. I don't like this nigga. He ain't one of us. He just be over here showboating, blah, 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 all of this shit, right? So I'm like, look, man, you pulled the gun out. Go ahead and shoot him. He pulled that bitch out, aimed it at me just like this. He was like, nigga, I'd kill your ass out here. I ain't even gonna lie, I kind of froze up at that point. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to die by the hands of my own cousin. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't like Bud ain't never came over my house to 7 Mile, because he done came over my house plenty of times. Just spent the night at my crib with me. I done let him play with my shit. I done brought him around my boys. We done hung out with my people. He done got in the car with me and my 7 Mile niggas. We done rolled out places, all type of shit. So he know exactly where I'm from and how it is and all that. He just don't like the fact that I was living a better life than he was. You know what I'm saying? He pulled a whole pistol on me and was ready to shoot me. But he didn't. You know, I don't know what his reason why he didn't. Maybe he wasn't planning on shooting me in the first place. Maybe he just wanted to scare me or something. I don't know. But at the end of the day, he didn't pull the trigger and we all walked away. You know, and I know you probably thinking like, oh, nigga, you should have whooped his ass and all of that. Nah, I knew better than that. I just knew it was hate in his heart. You know what I'm saying? So what I did was I just went home after that. I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm not coming back over here like that no more. You know, people got real life hate for me, especially when I was riding with the hood. You know what I'm saying? Against these 28 niggas that ain't playing no motherfucking game. They was on West Warren ass. And 28th Street was only one block. West Warren was a neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So you got one block versus a whole neighborhood. And them 28 niggas was with it. Like they was a whole fucking neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And here I am rolling with y'all. And this is how you really feel about me on the inside. You know what I'm saying? So I fell back on it. Well, maybe about a month and a half later, he called me and he apologized. You know what I'm saying? He was like, bro, I was wrong, whoopty whoop. Because he realized I wasn't coming over there no more. Because I used to come over there every weekend. Now, this is like a month and a half went past. I ain't been over there. I ain't talked to nobody or nothing. So, he know why I ain't coming over there. You know what I'm saying? So he called me, apologizing and all of that, and I was like, hey, it's cool. We family. I ain't tripping, And he admitted it. He said, hey, you living a good life, dog. He like, I ain't gonna lie, I was jealous of you, but we family. I ain't mean to be like that, blah, 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 blah. So we squashed the shit. We moved on. About a month and a half after that, he died. You probably thinking he got murdered or something like that. Nah, he had bad asthma, and his asthma took him out. You know what I'm saying? Just go to show you how God work. You down here doing bad and, wishing bad on people, and that shit turn around and spin a block on your ass. And that's exactly what it did, And no disrespect to my cousin, but, the shit happened. What I can say is I'm glad that we got to talk before he did pass. You know what I'm saying? I got to know his true feelings, even though I knew it in my mind where he was coming from with it. But I was glad that he was able to call me and voice his opinion on why he did what he did, why he acted the way he did. I never got into it with him. I never stole nothing from him. I never did nothing against him. I never did no funny shit. None of that. So for you to pull a gun on me when I'm riding with you is crazy. If I was riding against you and you pulled a gun on me, that'd be one thing. But I'm riding with you and you pull a gun on me. You know what I'm saying? So it was just good that we got to talk it out. You know what I'm saying? But after that, God took him. You know what I'm saying? He been gone ever since. Rest in peace to my cousin Bud. Even though he did pull a gun on me, I still love him. And, may God rest his soul. But this is what growing up in the hood is like, man. This is what this trench life gangbang shit is about. The same people that you roll with will be the same people that turn their back on you if you change your life. Because they want you to be crabs in a barrel just like them. It's fucked up, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Worry about you and your life. Get you and yours together. That's all that matters, man. It's been another episode of Roll Up a Pour Up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.